Hello, today I'm destashing using this Playwright piano roll paper, and I just found it probably a year or so ago. And what it is it's on those types of pianos that you put these in, and in time gone by, then whatever the song was, it would play this without a person having to sit at the piano. So it was a self-playing piano, but what you had was a device of which you put these rolls in. This is an interesting paper because, let me see if I can get a look at the holes in it. So it does make it, it's a challenge to work with it. And I'm just going to show you a couple of things that I did. I was planning on making them insert pages, but so I cut some out from this roll. By the way, this is Bye Bye Blackbird is what this is, but this was wrapped around it. So what I'm going to do, what I have done here is I have cut some out to make them little insert in a regular journal. And I'm in the process of decorating them. So one of the things that I found that is that it's probably not a good idea to put lace on it. That was my first experiment. This would be something that would be in the middle sort of as decoration. I do need to put more. I was thinking I would do this on this side. This is a little doily, and I think it's just one doily. And then this is actually those thoughtfuls that I have mentioned in past videos that I've done. And what I did was, over time, when I have purchased these thoughtfuls, I have opened a few just to see what kinds of things that they say. For instance, if I open this Happy Day, it says, "Greet each day with your eyes open to beauty." And then I opened this one and it says, there is nothing we cannot live down and rise above and overcome. And then it has who said those things. So it's kind of interesting to open a few, but I don't want to put them in excuse me, the journals opened. I want them to be something that a person opens themselves. So what I did, or what I've done, is I've taken this one that's already open, and I have taken off the edge, which is perforated. All of this is perforated. And then I might do a little corner, and then of course I would, I used a burlap or old paper distress ink on the one that I was doing, and did a little bit of distressing on the side. This is old paper, and then maybe just a little bit on the outside here of this doily. So I'm trying to use a lot of my stash just to come up with some interesting little decorating ideas or new ideas, or how to take what I already have and turn it into something that can be used. So I've done a little bit of distressing around here, and I'm just going to take a tiny bit of the lace of glue and put it on here, and use that, and then take this that I've already distressed and put it on there. The only problem when this looks fine when you turn it over, but what I did on this side was I put one of these little inserts or tags that that uses old paper, and then I don't know about you, but I look at books all the time and try to find different pictures that would look good in them, and then I take Tim Holtz has this ideology, and it's all these words, of which I've used quite a few of them, and put them on a little tag. This in itself is actually where I took and glued this down, but it can be turned over, and I just thought I would leave that the way it is. One of the things when you turn it around on the back is I did put some, excuse me, I did put some washi tape on either side to give it a little bit of but this right here, and this, I would probably want to think of something to put on this, and then I would probably want to have a strip, because when you sew this, you know, using the thread and things, this is so thin, you probably should have some sort of a covering or of a border of some sort on it. So I've found a bunch of strips of fabric that I have, not fabric, of paper that I have, and I am folding it in half, and I am going to put that on here as protection for the when it's bound, when you do the sewing on it. So that's going to be, that will go there. You don't need a lot of glue, but just enough to get this on here. And then, of course, this can be any strip that you have because it really doesn't show. And then the other thing I was thinking of doing is I have a bunch of heart-shaped doilies, and I've taken the doily and I've cut out the heart in between, and I've taken a heart and I've already put some distress on it, and I am going to glue that on there and see how that works. Just putting it right here so that it's more of a 3D effect. And I found seems to be a pink and yellow sort of a look. So I found a piece of, I took the heart and cut it out of a piece of scrapbook paper, and I'm going to put that on it. So now I have a little book that sort of has a little bit of a theme to it, or a page that has a theme to it. Although I don't think that in others I will do well, I may do the sewing the lace on, but I was just experimenting around and decided what I wanted to, trying to decide what I wanted to put on it. So I don't know if, I have, my daughter is moving, and she gave me all kinds of books that she had. And so I'm taking some of these books that she has, and I am cutting them, cutting up what they're doing. This is a Cicely Barker book, and it has really beautiful poems, and it has pictures of like this is a poem about a cherry tree, and then it's, she's all into fairies. So those are really too big for my purposes. So I'm going to pull out another one. This is The Language of Flowers. This is by Kate Greenway, and I went through and I have found pictures or some nice pictures here that if I did a little bit of distress, perhaps I could use some of these circles of Kate Greenway circles to sort of give a little bit more of a pizzazz, or to dazzle it up a little bit. This is frayed burlap, and so I'm going to take one of mine, and I actually have this attached to a spool of thread. I find it easier to work with the small old wooden spools of thread. I find them really, actually I can hold on to them I don't know why, but the others just seem a little long, and this here it's real close to me or whatever. I feel like I have more hand, I don't know, I have a better eye on or handle on it with this. So I've been using my old wooden spools of thread for that. And then just putting a little bit of that on here for spreading it out good. This book by Kate, it's actually a book, it's not a Kate, it's illustrated by Kate Greenway, but it's actually the author of the book is someone else. Let's see, and this is a Dover, so Dover published it. Let's see, the man that actually wrote this book is called George Routledge, Routledg, and Dover, I guess, got the rights to publish it, and it has some really pretty, I mean, of course, Kate Greenway is just so delicate, and then she's also, at the end, there's some poems. But The Language of Flowers has the name of all kinds of flowers, and anyway, I found this for $1, and of course, it was old and tattered when I got it, but the pictures were still very good. So that kind of concludes what this is. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe this down just a little bit. And I actually took one of these and I did the edging. I like also having the edging on this. This is a Recollections, but it's not going all the way up, so it must be, not sure how to get this out. But I was thinking that it would be nice if I put a little bit of edging on this, which it's not really working. There we go. I guess this was what I used before was too thick. So we're going to put this back in and see if this will work this time. No, can't get it to work. So I guess I won't use that. And I will put just a tiny little round corner here. And then I have the whole front and the back to decide what I want to do with. The first thing I think I will do is put the seal, the little edging here, and I think what I'll do is I'll use a piece of torn paper, and I will put that on there to give it stability. So I think this paper is really interesting, and you can do a whole lot with it, but it is a little bit on the, a little fragile, but it provides a wonderful way to reuse these. And since I'm kind of going with a pink theme, I think what I probably should do is use wall, I think it is a good way to use your washi tape, and that also would be a good good thing to use. Perhaps even here in the middle I could put washi tape, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use different shades of pink washi tape, of which I've got these these three right here look like they would work. So I think I'm going to start from the top on this one, and have a little kind of banner look there. Now, I don't know about you, but I always put just a tiny bit of glue on my washi tape, especially if I want it to, if it's something that will be either felt or touched, or that there would be some use for it. Sides, and it may be actually could peel apart over time, and I wouldn't want that. So here's another one that I'm going to use that's a pink, sort of a pink. I'll go with this one, kind of a little bit of a floral theme here. So maybe it would work to have florals or flowers of some sort as an addition to this. And then my shorter one will be these right here. There we go. So, a great way to use up some of the stash. And I've often thought how fun it would be to work with this paper, like I say, I've had it for a year and I haven't really explored it too much. Once I tried making little pockets or covering them with, a pocket, and it just didn't, I don't know, I felt like it wasn't the best use of the paper. But using it by sort of the sheet here, where you get the actual view of the paper and the different designs, where you can see the words. And I want to fold this over now that it's dried just a little bit. And that kind of gives us a little something to work with. So here is a pretty interesting book, little book that I found. It's a Spellbinders Media Mixage. I got it for $2, and it's 36 sheets, but the sheets are interesting. Well, it's also pictures of people, but it also has some interesting sort of geometric kinds of designs on them, or in this case, stamps that could be cut out, and just different things, different designs. And I don't know how old this is, but I bought it at the thrift store. It's Spellbinders, and I don't know if you can get it anymore. That's the problem with some of the stuff that I purchase, is that you're not really sure whether you can. I can't guarantee that you'll still be able to get it. But I really like these stamps, but I also like that it has, some different types of designs on them. So I think what I'll do is take a design that is pink, but that looks similar to what what I already have. Ooh, this one. This one might be my best. best one. So I'll tear that out. And then I'll fold it, and it's two-sided, so there are formulas of some sort. So this kind of looks like a geometry project here. And I will go ahead. I don't know if this will work, but I intended for it to. Yeah, now this worked fine. This works fine. So I don't know if it had something to do with the way I was putting the paper in, but and I think I will use, don't know if you have this kind of paper or kind of stamping. It's, I had a girlfriend whose sister used to be a Stampin' Up! Representative, and she gave me all of this. So I have, this is my, what I have been using on this one. So just going to put a little bit of a curve around here. You don't need to watch me do this, but if we do that, and then I can't ever just be happy with it on one side. So I've got to have it on the other side too. So there we go. I can put this right here in the middle, and it will make a nice, I may be able to sew that. So I think I will hold off and sew that. I would do the same thing on this side. And again, just taking different books that I've gone through. This is a Beatrix Potter book. And here are some of the pictures that I've cut out of this. They're kind of crazy looking, fun kinds of things. But I could go with the Harry Potter theme. Not Harry Potter, Beatrice Potter theme, and have this be, be a Beatrice Potter kind of pictures on the side. Or I could just go with the language of flowers and the Kate Greenway and do more of that. But that's the way I'm destashing today. I am using this piano roll paper to destash, and thank you for coming along on this adventure as I continue to work on my book pages and on my junk journals using recycled and recycling paper. So we'll talk again soon. Thanks for coming along.